Welcome back to the podcast. I hope you guys are enjoying your day or evening, whatever the fuck you people decide to go with. But today I am joined with Claudia.
Hi.
Claudia is been bugging me to be on the podcast for a while now, so I guess you now get your 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, you said I would be one of the first people.
How many people have been on this? Go ahead and name.
John, Brayden, Devin's Secret File, and... Has there been another?
No, that's it. You're the fourth. Stop racking your feet.
Yeah, so I'm not the first. One of the first.
You're still like a good handful.
True, I'm just proud to be the fourth.
Like when I
Can I get a round of applause?
So anyway, I want to start off strong with the whole Mr. Beast crew and Chris becoming a transgender. Now, I have not read up on it. I just saw a video and assumed. So, isn't that fucking weird? Like, he really either wet money. Like, he literally has a wife. Like, did he go, I love pussy that much, I want to experience it by having my own?
See, I think he split from his wife, though, at one point. Because I stalked his Instagram. Because I was looking at when the transition happened. Because I was confused as fuck, because you look at his posts and him being in Mr. Beast videos now, he's completely...
It's different.
It's a whole woman now.
Different person.
But if you go back to his Instagram post, there was no, like... You know how there's, like, an awkward, smooth transition? Like, for example, when you buzz your hair and you get that awkward regrowth part. It's kind of like what it is, and there was just no regrowth.
It's pretty hot.
As a girl?
I guess both. I would probably, like, get a good hand job.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And
I feel like he'd give good...
I heard he's, like, fucking growing boobs now.
Is he? So he started estrogen.
I'm like, oh, yeah. But that's just, like, stuff I've heard. I haven't, like, read up on it or anything. And
do you think his kid would try to breastfeed from him? How do you think the kid feels? I want an interview on the kid.
I don't know how to respond to that because I don't know how old his kid is, and I don't think...
Like a 4 or 5-year-old. So young, but old enough to know or be aware, like somehow grasp a little bit of memory.
Why are you moving so much?
Am I?
Yes. I hope the mics aren't, like, getting some weird interference right now. I'm scared.
Maybe it's because I'm a lefty, and it's on the left side.
Oh, of course it is. I'm writing. It's on my right side. Look at me. I'm going to lean back a little bit. Move the mic with me.
I'm just scared to move.
I feel like I should have tested this first to make sure there's no echo because of it, but I don't think there would be, so... But yeah, I think the whole thing with Chris being transgender and everything, it doesn't really... It bothers me, it does, because that's not what I remember watching Mr. Beast start off as. And you could tell, like, he's either uncomfortable, Jimmy, Mr. Beast himself.
Yes.
He's either uncomfortable or that man just needs a break.
I think he's uncomfortable, because in the video that blew up with him...
The unboxing video?
Yeah. You can tell there's just, like, energy of him either trying to get used to it or he's just genuinely uncomfortable with it. I mean, it's okay.
Everybody's like, protect Chandler. I'm like, from what? From what? It's not... I think, like, something like that, he clearly has had... But he's never showed signs of it.
That's what I mean. There was no, like, regrowth, if you will. Like, transition part.
Everyone thinks that was Carl who had an influence on it.
Why?
I don't know. Fucking kid who painted his fingernails. I don't know. Carl comes into the scene. I guarantee they probably fucked once. I get that vibe. Like, okay, maybe one time you could poke it.
Maybe just a tip.
And that's how it starts. I mean, it might be different for men and women, but I don't think I would ever like anything out my butt. And everybody's like, well, how would you know? And I'm like, just because I'm assuming from the experience I've had when doing anal.
See, but you don't know. Like, what if I just slipped a finger?
No, I'd probably hit you in your jaw.
I knew you would.
Mike Tyson you.
I know.
Mike Tyson.
Which is why I haven't done it even as a joke.
No, I would like...
Like, our relationship would end there.
Forever. I would like...
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do it.
And I would text your parents, and I'd be like, hey, like, your daughter slipped a finger in my ass. We're done.
You know what? I think my dad would agree with you. Be like, yeah, drop that bitch.
I have nothing to say to that. I'm thinking about Mike Tyson now. Which, by the way, does he still box? I know I was just talking about this, like, 2 weeks ago.
I think that they were... No, I think he just... What's it called? I think he goes to fight, supports them, but I don't think he fights anymore.
Kind of like a Ronnie Coleman.
Because he had, like, 2 last fights. But I don't think he fights anymore.
Damn. He's still a fucking monster though in the ring.
Did you see that The Rock's first daughter came out?
The Rock has a daughter? The Pebble?
See, she didn't want to be known as The Rock's daughter, so she kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. He has he has 2 girls right now,
I'm looking
right?
her up right now.
But there's a first one from his first marriage or fling or whatever, and she recently came out in the, what's it called? MMA as her own fighter with her own name.
Wow, they look nothing alike. You would never know.
She looks like the mom. More so than him. His girls now look like, like his 2 younger ones look like him, but...
I don't, The Rock's daughter, in my opinion, they look nothing like him. I would get a paternity test. Paternity?
Paternity?
Yeah, I'm saying that right. Cool.
Fraternity?
Cool. Fraternity or paternity?
I don't know. I think it's paternity test? A DNA test, we'll just say that.
Oh, and moving on to the whole thing. What's your opinion on the whole Bud Light can? Do you care? Do you not care?
About the trans person being?
Mm-hmm.
My opinion is... I don't necessarily care, because it's obviously...
I care.
Why?
Look, either real pussy on the can or not. First off, I think if you drink a Bud Light...
You're a pussy.
Most likely, yes.
Which is why I don't care, because it's not that great of a beer. It's just them probably, like,
I drink
being
it.
desperate.
I drink it if it's at a party and they got nothing else in there, man. I'm telling you, it's more like if you see me drinking it, just know I'm probably up for anal. Like, and that's saying something. Like, hey, if I'm drinking a Bud Light at a party, just know we're gonna have an orgy in about 15 minutes. Stay or leave. Help yourself. I don't care for transgenders. I think it's more like pick a side, man. Fucking pick one and stand one. You can't be like, I'm transitioning. Are you? Are you, though? You still got the boobs. Let me touch them. A little quick squeeze.
Do you have balls, too, though?
No. They said they haven't transitioned.
Oh, I thought you said they did. Well, what if they're, like, mid-transition? They don't...
What the fuck is mid-transition?
I don't know.
It's either...
What if they have boobs and dick?
First off, that's called a weirdo. And that's called a fat guy. Fat guys have dicks.
With moobs?
Huh?
Ooh, my throat gurgled. With moobs?
What are moobs?
You don't know what moobs are?
No.
Man boobs.
That's not man boobs. Just call them boobs.
They're moobs.
Look, shave the chest, nair it, do the whole thing. I'll suck on a man's titty. I shit you not. You would never know.
I mean, they are pretty similar. I guess the only difference is the females are meant to hold.
Hold what? Milk?
Milk.
Like that
I mean,
girl
men
who got
can
sunburnt
lactate.
on her titties?
Yes.
That boiled milk in there? Yeah, I don't know. I just don't care for the whole transgender thing. I think I don't care because I'm normal.
I just hate the fact that everything blew up after the shooting.
What was the shooting? Oh, I'm pretty sure Bud Light had this in the works forever. Okay. And they're like, guys, what if we put a transgender on here? Isn't she pretending to be white too?
No, she's white. Or the person?
The person on the can.
Yeah, so it was a he. Now she's a she. She actually is white. She got facial reconstruction surgery to look more feminine. But now she's being criticized. I know you don't have TikTok, but I have TikTok. But she's being criticized on TikTok right now for targeting children because she's doing this thing where she's like trying to relive her childhood where she was a male because she missed out on the female stuff. So she's playing with Barbies, having sleepovers, and this is a grown individual.
Is this a pedophile? Pedophile red flag?
See, that's why she's pulling a lot of controversy. So I'm like, oh, well, you just put her on a beer can and had interviews with her. And apparently for National Women's Month or Day or whatever, Hershey's chocolate put a transgender on the chocolate bar.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I knew that chocolate tasted sour. Tastes like that stupid cottage cheese dick stuff gone in there, you know?
Tasted like a
nice
cum shot.
I don't eat. Is my cum sour?
No.
Oh.
I wasn't referring to you. I was just saying like a bad cum shot, you know?
What are you doing here? Fucking braiding my mic, bro. I swear to God. I bitch about it like every podcast. I'm just gonna get new ones. Anyway,
Wait.
now I was gonna say like my cum tastes bad.
Yeah, no, not you.
I had one of my friends like, you ever taste your own cum? And I was like, never.
I think it's common for girls to, at least.
Okay, well you guys are fucking weird. But then again, women can fuck other women and be fine. Men can't fuck
Exactly.
other dudes.
Men can fuck other dudes.
Nope, I can't.
See, not in a like an I don't know. I think it depends on the person for sure. I know you can't. I can feel like a really straight male cannot.
Yeah, I'm pretty straight. Another dick in the room, I'm limp.
But a really straight female.
I've never met a fully straight female before in my
Exactly.
life.
I kind of blanked. I mean, some girls. I know a couple girls who are just like don't understand it at all. Like, just would never grossed out by their own. So like, I know a couple, but it's rare. I feel.
Dude, I don't know how. I love eating pussy, and if I was a girl, dude, I would eat all the pussy in the world. To be honest,
Part of me is like, I want to try it, but also like,
it's awesome. You're missing out. I think like for me, I think like it's harder to put someone else in that kind of position because it's my thing. It's what I like to do. Like I've eaten ass before.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
And it's fresh out of the shower, dude. Clean. It's like you're licking a pan, like a pan sheet that you pulled off from the cupboard.
Like the bottom of a clean pan from the dishwasher.
It literally does not taste like anything. Like. I would say like I say I eat ass. Everybody's automatically assuming like no, I licked the rim. You know, I was like, you know, I wasn't sticking my tongue in there. I don't think your tongue has enough strength to do so. My tongue has got to hit the gym then, I guess.
Your sphincter muscle is wild. Could probably cut off the circulation of the tongue.
And I think I think like that's what scares me away from anal. God afraid you just clench it too hard and then I'm gone. I think I just like, peed my pants.
Is that possible?
What?
It's possible, right?
To, like not let go, probably. Like morph into one. Like morphing Bauer, you know, like from Power Rangers.
But I mean, like I know it's possible to break a dick, but like
you can't break. It's muscle. It's not a bone.
It's.
You could sprain.
I know it's muscle, but like you can break it. There is a snappy noise where you can break a dick, and I can't remember how exactly.
Gentlemen, every guy who listens to this podcast, have you ever gotten a boner and then like bent it while trying to flex it? It's like a stretch for your dick.
Does it hurt? Like so, it's like overstraining an ankle or something. No.
No, I've never had it happen. It feels good, really relaxing. My morning wood, I just like put my hand on the tip like a water faucet, and I just like bend it slightly, and I.
Watch it bounce back.
And I flex it. It's like a curve, and I like really give it a good flex sometimes. Really relaxes it, brings it back down. Get ready for work. You know?
Interesting.
It's the wiener is weird, but you know, the pen is mightier than the sword.
See, I think it's just the balls that I think it's just the balls that freak me out because I remember when I was in college, I was taking an emergency ER class or whatever, responding to first response, something like that, okay? And I remember one of our...
How did you take a class, but you don't remember what class you took?
I told you I'm not good with the names of things.
Continue.
Thank you. Anywho, there was this emergency we had to prepare for. And, like, obviously we're preparing for things like CPR, bandaging, tying a tourniquet. But this one was if a man's ball sack was to explode. What we would do with the innards...
Put a mouth on it.
No. What we would do with the innards and, like, how we would bandage a ball sack. And that just freaks me out. Ever since then, I just think of what ball sack exploding because they're like little balloons, right? Essentially, like water balloons.
I guess. I don't. God, I had health class. I never paid attention to the males. I don't want to learn about dick. Show me pussy, dog. I want to know.
I was gonna say, do they really do a lot with males, anyways?
Pretty much. Like this is how. They never taught me how to properly stroke my cock for masturbation, which I don't think they should be teaching kids anyway.
I think they're gonna start.
What?
Didn't we talk about this?
I don't remember.
So I know the school board and things like that are trying to teach sex ed and masturbation and things like that in 4th grade. To 4th graders and 5th graders. Because obviously that's when women, or some girls typically start puberty. But it's more to help with the knowledge of safe sex. So we're not having kids as early, but I don't know what the whole point is, but a lot of people, I remember my residents were talking about how, like, fuck that is. And my mom didn't want that to happen. Like, things like that. I don't know. Sparked a lot of controversy and school districts.
For girls starting them off, because like here's the thing, like first off, you can't count the Hispanics when it comes to teaching about sex ed. Those motherfuckers already got mustaches before we're in the 4th grade. So
even the girls.
Yeah.
I had one.
Yeah.
I had a unibrow too.
Because you fucking Dora the Explorer, go Diego, go bitch ass.
I was cute though.
No, we talked about this. You looked like the merry men from Shrek. You looked like you were starring in
Every
the
little
Annie
girl
film.
looked like that.
No, I didn't look like that. I know I was a little boy.
I said little girl.
Okay, I wore my white socks, and every kid my age wore the fucking socks that went up to our calves.
Ankle, yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. All right.
The long white socks with gray tips and heels.
You already know. That got stained because I wore those bitches outside with my cut-off jeans shorts. And
Cargo pants too?
No, I didn't wear cargo.
Oh.
What kind of fucking family do you think I grew up in? I grew up in the suburbs, but we weren't rich. You were wearing khakis, you got money. Like you ain't sucking dick for lunch. You ain't getting your dick touched in a bush.
Oh my god.
For anyone who doesn't know, I'll share the story, I guess. I had a friend, now looking back, a molester. And we were playing hide and go seek, and me and him hid in a bush together because we lived in like this cul-de-sac type deal. And his brother was it. His brother was friends with my brother, and I was friends with his brother. And we're hiding in this bush, and he goes, you ever seen a wiener before? And I'm like, yeah, my fucking own this morning when I was taking a piss. And at the time I didn't say that. I was like, no. And then he showed me his little wiener. He wanted me to touch it. And I said no. And I remember I should have told his mom, but I didn't because I just thought that was normal. I just let it go. My little kid memory faded away. Looking back at it now, that kid was most definitely trying to, I think, molest me, you would say.
See your pee-pee. Let him touch.
He tried. I said no.
He tried to touch yours?
Mm-hmm. And looking, I told
in a bush.
Dude, what was crazy is what was nice. It was that my dad was at work and my mom was at school. This is how young I was. My mom was still around. And I remember, I saw my mom's van drive by. I'm like, oh, there goes my mom. I gotta go. And I fucking got out of there. And they thought I was like the hide and seek master because I never got caught. But real thing is, I just went home.
At least your like subconscious kid radar went off and you ran.
I didn't want someone to touch I was self-conscious of my dick, not realizing that, I'm just a kid and my dick is normal size.
Oh, okay.
And I guess like that was a big thing for me, and also I just not gay, so I guess I didn't want to suck another kid's dick. I'm like, bro, we're like 7. I don't even know what a boner is yet.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried doing that, and then we never really hung out. He went to Milwaukee a lot for his grandparents. Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, bro, if you're listening to this, can you, like, hit me up and tell me what the deal was?
We're helping him realize how straight you are.
Yeah, dude, like, I think that's what most definitely turned me away from men. Because some people go, I tried kissing a dude. But for me, it was I saw another dick at, like, age 6. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, in a bush.
And he tried telling me to touch it. And I'm glad I never did. I feel like I'd have a guilty subconscious if I did. I think he was getting molested by his dad.
That would make a lot of sense. Because I learned somewhere that if a child of that age does something like that to another child, it's because somebody in their home life or close to them is doing it.
Kind of fucked up.
Really fucked up, but it's interesting how it works.
I think like what kind of sucks, I never reported it. All we know, he's probably getting his boy cheeks clapped, and I could have been his Lord and Savior and helped him.
True, but you ran away. You ran out of that bush.
But God. I just unlocked a stupid core memory. Like, after that all happened, before they moved away, their dad was a fucking deadbeat. Looking back, probably a drug addict. And their mom was like that basic black lady that would feed you because that's what they do. Bless her heart. I think she like passed away. I think that's why they moved. But
make sure you're all full.
Their dad got them a new bike, and I'm gonna say his name, Ernest. Ernest and Susu were the kids' names, and Ernest goes, I got a new bike, you guys want to come see it? And I think I told you this, the bike had a dent in the rim. So it was like, circle, 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 flat, circle, circle.
I don't think you told me.
Picture like that shitty bike you used to draw as like a third grader.
Right, like
and,
the rusty, nasty, crooked one.
Exactly, and that rim was fucked, and he tried riding it, and what he rode it everywhere. He rode it.
You'd be like, wait, which kid?
Ernest.
Oh, it would be like, here comes Ernest, and he's dunking down the sidewalk.
And I'm like, oh god, bro. And he had some strong ass legs because most of the time it was just riding on the flat. You would have to find him on a good hill. He'd be like, hey guys, can we go back up on the hill? So if we go to 7-Eleven, like I have that momentum, it's like, you know, and cool bike, but that rim was fucked up. I'm assuming the dad just pulled it from like a dumpster or something.
Probably.
Wow, looking back, it's actually pretty fucking sad.
I feel like that's how most child memories are. You're like, oh yeah, this was the best shit ever. Then you replay it in your head or say it out loud, and you're like, that's actually quite shit or sad.
You want to know what's fucked up? I kept bothering my dad for a bike growing up. This is like before. I was bad at riding bikes, if I remember correctly. No, I think I was good at riding bikes. I asked my dad.
I didn't learn until like 5th grade.
Some people learn, some people don't. It's like a balance thing. And then if you psych yourself out, you know, you can't. Anyway, my dad's like, yeah, I got you some. And I think he did it because I kept bothering him for a bike. I was like, yeah. I was like, fuck yeah. I already know where I'm going to put the bike. Yeah, I was like planning it out in my kid head. And then my dad gave me a motherfucking pillow. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, where's the bike? He goes, and he goes, what bike? I never said it was a bike, but you could see in his face that he knew what he was doing. He was setting me up for a little kid failure.
Oh, you just got a pillow?
No, I got a bike that summer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was wintertime. So I see myself, I'm like, looking back, I'm like, yeah, there would be nowhere I could put that bike because it was snowing, you know, so.
Right.
Dude, train wheels are also pretty badass. I love train wheels. That thing was awesome.
I did too. I thought they were really cool.
But then you try taking a turn, it's like, what? You know, I couldn't do cool things on it, and I learned how to ride with no hands. And then I grew such good confidence. I used to do it everywhere. And then me and my friend Kevin were riding on a bike path, and I saw a garden snake, and I freaked out on his mama's bike, and the thing flipped on me, and I stabbed myself in the gut with the bike handles. We were right across from that hospital I showed you where everybody was at, and I walked in like limping because I completely fucked my shit up, and I was like dripping blood. I'm like, do you guys have a Band-Aid? And they go, oh, what's wrong? And I'm like, and I show them the wound. They go, do you want help? And I was like, I just need a Band-Aid. And they go, they're like, how big do you want? I'm like, what can cover this? And they said, we should really wash it for you. And I said, no, I'll be fine. And she goes, and we can't give you a Band-Aid because they're not really taking care of the wound, I guess. Looking back, they're really charismatic. But I'm like, I don't even have insurance right now. I don't even know what my insurance is. Like, it could be Global Life. I don't know. But I remember them just saying, like, we should probably clean you up, put some alcohol on it. I was like, no, thank you. And she goes, let me go get a doctor, like, quick. And I just remember, like, standing there, and she walked away, and I was like, I'm just going to leave. And I just, like, limped out, and my white shirt was, like, soaked in blood because I was trying to stop the bleeding. I still have the scars on my...
I was going to ask you, isn't that the one you have scars from?
Yep, and...
You're like, nah, you're not taking my money today.
I remember, like, the bike was fucked because the chain broke, the seat fell off, and the handlebars were crooked as shit, and me and Kevin couldn't fix it, and we were far away from home. And, pretty far from being on bikes, I guess you could say. And I remember just like walking the bike back, and he goes, man, that was fucking crazy. And he was drinking from his dad's flask. So he...
Is that when you had your first drink too?
No.
Different time?
Different time.
Same flask?
Same flask, yeah. He stole it from his dad. His dad was a piece of shit, so... Kevin, if you're listening to this, I still love you. Even though you're like a blue-collar boat guy now.
You planned to see him at one point, though.
Yeah, we didn't live so far away. And I don't know his schedule. And he used to be really big on drugs, I think. And then he just kind of... I think he's off it now because he got married to, like, a really nice girl. Which, hey, good on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, you showed me a picture. She's cute.
Not really my type. I forget how close this thing is. Oh, if everybody's wondering, hopefully when I listen back to this, you guys don't hear the moving around. Everybody's like, what's with the moving? What's with the... And it's because I like to hold the microphone, and I like to move around a lot. So,
Mine keeps jiggling, so I hope that doesn't pick up.
Nah, I think it'll be fine. If it does, fuck the people listening in. How far? I mean, we're already 25 minutes in, and we're now addressing it. So, you could say hi to Dave too. He's probably listening to this.
Hi, Dave. Miss ya.
Dave's going. Probably will not see you at bowling tomorrow.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how I feel. Because if I feel like if I'm gonna bowl, I gotta have someone drive me home.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
I just want to run into that same guy I ran into last week at Elburn.
I bet you he's either dead or arrested.
I hope both. Died in prison. You're really quiet over there.
I was gonna say
you just
something.
got nothing to input now?
Well, I was gonna say something, but I keep brain farting.
Yeah, normally how it goes. People can normally talk. Once they're on the spot and there's a microphone in front of them.
True. It's when I focus on the microphone, I brain fart. But
do girls edge? Like, for guys, like, we can jerk it, and, like, right when we're about to feel and our eye twitches, we stop, and then we're able to, like, hold it back.
Yeah.
And you got, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Usually, though, it can be purposeful, but sometimes it can be on accident. Like, say, are you talking about by yourself or with somebody?
Could be whatever.
Okay, well, say it's by yourself, we can do it, and we know our limits. Saying, so, like, we're edging, and we stop because we don't want to come, but we want it to last. We want it to be a bigger kind of orgasm. That's what it will lead to.
So for you guys, if you guys edge, right? Because I'll go into men's orgasm here in a second, at least on my end. When you guys edge for the first time, stop, go get a sandwich, and come back and do it again. For example, does the orgasm last double the time or like a time and a half? What's it like?
It's just more powerful, if you will. Like, when you come, I don't really, it's hard to explain.
I feel like I need to get a doctor on this. My friend's a dental assistant. Does that count?
No, that doesn't.
Show me where my gleek spot is.
Ugh.
You ever gleek?
Mm-mm.
No?
I can't do it. I don't really know. I know you can.
I can, but it takes a lot. It takes like a focusing and not on air.
Right.
For men, when we edge, right, at least from my, like, especially from my experience, I've edged before, but it's so hard to do because, like, right when you're there, you're telling yourself, oh, I'll just come again later, and you never do. We have, like, a weird cooldown period, like when you use a special ability in a video game, and there's, like, that one, like, if you have special ability A, B, C, those have, like, 2-second cooldowns, and then if you use D, it has, like, a 4-minute cooldown. It's kind of like that in real life. It kind of sucks because what it is we will edge, and then we'll come back, like, 4 minutes later, and then come, but it's not longer. It's not any more enjoyable. I think, like, the idea of the teasing is more enjoyable.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of edging. I think I come more when I don't edge.
Interesting.
I have not done this as, like, a scientific study. I think I've only edged myself once, and that was because it was an accident. I had to shit, so I had massive diarrhea. And I remember this because maybe I did it here. I think it was in my bathroom. And I was like, oh, I heard, like, in my stomach, and I was like, oh my God, like, I don't feel good. And then, like, I stopped. Like, I was getting ready to orgasm and everything, but I'm like, if I
gosh, was it that time you were just, like, diarrheaing all over the place? Is that even a word?
Diarrheaing?
Yeah.
Now it is.
Okay.
Well, on this podcast, we make new words. And so, I would say, yeah, I think that was the same day. And I was worried that if I was like, I would lose all muscle holding down.
So you'll shit too.
Yeah, and I just like, dude, that'd be crazy. Can you imagine shitting in my tub? I don't think I would ever waffle stomp.
You were in your tub?
No, I was sitting on the edge of my tub. I didn't know where to sit. I don't know where to sit when I masturbate. That's why I don't like masturbating. I don't know where to sit. I don't want to do it in my bed. I don't want to do it on my couch.
That makes sense.
Is that like a weird thing?
No, I think it's common.
Really? Like, leave in the comments. I know Dave is listening to this right now. Dave will comment. Where's the best spot to masturbate?
He'll say work.
Don't say work. In my truck. I've had
in the closet.
I have thought about what?
In like the supply closet, I feel.
Oh God, he doesn't work in that kind of. I think he works by himself. He works in his car because remember he does routes and stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so I would leave. Where's the best spot to masturbate?
I have no good spots right now. But just none.
You
Toilet.
I guess like that's just a common place to sit, but like you can't get comfortable in the toilet. I was never big, like I've said many times.
How do you get comfortable on the edge of the tub though? Doesn't that hurt your butt?
No, I just have like a really good core to where I can.
It's not like the core though. It's
Yeah, it
your
is.
butt bone.
Like first off, I have a fat ass. So for you to automatically assume
Even
that
if you have a fat ass, sometimes
how long
like,
do you think my jerk sessions are?
I'm not saying you could like I don't know. I know you can hit certain nerves when you sit down on your butt. Certain nerves in your leg can go numb.
No,
Depending
not for
on your
me.
posture. Oh, okay.
I lean a lot on my back ass, and then a lot of my core holds me up,
Oh, okay.
which is really. I'll show you. I'll show you after this podcast. I'm gonna go in my bathtub
And jerk off. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
kidding.
because I'll explain why. Because I also on my biopsy. Everybody who doesn't know, I got tested for cancer and other stuff like that, and I'm lefty. I used my left hand last time I remember, and that would beat right on my thigh, and I don't think that would be really.
You're a lefty?
You can use both, but I prefer my left-handed. I use everything left-handed now. Like I drive, I'm more comfortable driving left-handed, opening doors left-handed. The only thing I really do mainly is bowl and write with my right hand.
So are you ambidextrous? Because that's basically what I do, but I'm left-handed, but I'm right dominant in everything.
It kind of depends on what the situation is, and it depends on how fast I'm trying to get the job done. Like at work,
So-
I can grab things with my tongs because I use tongs at work. Everybody, my oven's like 900 degrees.
I say not the cute mini tongs either.
Yeah, no,
That's what I thought they were, and
these
then
are
he explained them.
These are thick steel tongs. I can grab them with my left hand just fine. It's like finger game on point, legit. But I can only spray with my right arm. I can't pick it up that way with my right hand.
But it's your right forearm that's like bigger than the other, right?
Not kind of bigger, more, but yes, because you gotta actually squeeze and hold it down. If you cough or sneeze, the rule is you gotta do it into the mic. By the way.
I thought I was gonna burp.
Oh, you have to do it into the mic. It's a
Oh,
rule.
okay.
But speaking of rules and stuff, I'm getting coffee mugs made for this podcast, and I'll give them to people like Dave,
I'm excited.
me. I'll make one for Brandon and Ashley, because Brandon, my friend, has an engraver that can like do aluminum and wood and stuff and glass. So if anybody's interested in that,
Or like dog tags.
dog tags as well. If anybody's interested in that, just comment it, and then I will send you his way, and then use my code. Skinny penis, no.
Big dick energy.
For real. I was told I don't give off big dick energy. I'm like, well, because my dick's not 7 inches long. I don't have big dick energy.
I don't know.
I have slightly above average big dick energy.
I feel like people who give off big dick energy though are assholes who have small dicks.
Or don't last long. Or who
So
don't
that's
eat
a
pussy.
compliment.
If you don't eat pussy as a man, you're not straight. Like, what the fuck what the fuck are you good for then?
That's how I feel about girls who don't like to give head. I get it, but like, you don't have to swallow it.
What are you gonna do? Spit it out? Are you a quitter?
Some people do. I don't, but some people do.
Can you imagine, like, she pulls out, like, that old rustic pan?
Also,
from
what else?
From that underneath the bed where she's like, you know, that, like, sound effect where, you know, like a seed patings off it? Like, that's what I think of when I think of a spitter.
But she puts it. Wait, like you know from Shrek when they put it on the fire and it like sizzles.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say though? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I feel like if you don't do oral, what are you providing in sex then? Just regular sex? Like I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of part of foreplay, part of building, enjoying, lasting. I don't know.
I mean, it really depends. I mean, I have, like, PTSD moments where I told you, like, 3 times because I had to get my point across.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first ate pussy, the first one I went down on reeked.
Right.
It wasn't good.
Right.
And that scarred me till my last relationship where I finally had enough guts to start doing it again. But other than that, like, even carrying it, like, sometimes then and even now, like, if I smell that same smell, it will kick me back into not doing it. It's like...
I get that, though, because if I get a pube in my mouth, I'm like, I'm done.
That's why men gotta trim. I think that's a huge thing. I'll be like, oh, you trim? No. Ugh. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Dude,
Even if you trim, though, trim at a decent length, because this person trimmed... but left a pube in between my teeth.
It's not me, is it?
No.
Oh my god, dude. If it was, I would want you to tell me. We would stop.
No,
right
I would
there
tell
and
you
then, and I would
because
go finish.
Well, you and I kind of lay down the rule that if anything like that happens, like if I smell or if you
Like a fart during a blowjob type deal, or it turns out that that's a rule. By the way, is that
What?
if like a body makes a sound, you just ignore it. Apparently,
we didn't do that.
I was like, all right.
I'm glad it's a rule though, and that we know it now.
Most definitely, but I think
Because that first time I did it was so bad. I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, did I ever finish my the whole? Oh yeah, I got tested for cancer and everything. We'll get the results back. Maybe on this next podcast, I'll have the results. I'll read it. I'll pull out paper.
Switch the mood.
Get fake glasses. I know. I had to go back. I had to finish it.
Yeah, back to cancer, by the way.
Oh yeah, way to finish up. I tell people that, like, is it common in your family? I'm like, oh yeah. Like a lot of my family members have gotten it, and they're like, oh, mom and dad's side. Which side? I'm like, both. Nice. Heart attacks and cancer, dude. That's like the two lucky winners.
See, at least you know your family history. I don't. So when people are like, oh, is it like, oh, does your back hurt because of this? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
First off, your back hurts because you're short and you have big boobs.
That's not why my back hurts. But that's a good, I was shaped like the letter P. I'm more shaped curvier.
The P's pretty hot, I guess. I mean, like, here's the thing. I was telling this at work, I think, where it's like, and on the last podcast, you guys have not been listening to those, go give it a like, share it,
subscribe
always.
Smash that like button.
I already said like, can't say it twice. I gotta like get a camera, hold it up at like a fucking absurd angle where you can see my balding on my head, and be like, make sure you like and subscribe and kick off today's vlog, something retarded like that. I might start vlogging just so people can see the stupid shit me and John do.
I feel like you would leave the camera in the store though.
Huh?
I feel like you start vlogging, right? I feel like if you're out with John, you video the funny shit, and then these people would be left in like a Target for hours because you'd be like, oh fuck, you're home already. You forgot the camera in Target. So the vlog is just, people walking by the camera.
Oh, that's right, because people don't understand that when people record those videos, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that, such as like, like setups and stuff like that, like cameras, lights. I like those videos where it's like, when people do those videos where it's like people I would cheat on my wife with, and you're like holding a camera on their face, but to us it looks like it's them.
Yeah.
Like the camera and the like 3 inches away isn't exposable or anything. A lot of, we're gonna kind of shift onto that kind of topic then, because what's your opinion on banning TikTok? Because a lot of that content does come from TikTok.
I thought you were gonna say we're gonna switch to cheating on your wife. Oop, I hit my chin on the thing. My comment on banning TikTok?
Yeah, and like the shitty videos that come with it, because if you look at it, it obviously been proven that it is swapping our data and shit, but come on, like, let's be honest. Besides the fact that these politicians are trying to use that as, like, our reasoning would make sense, but if they're going to ban TikTok for China stealing our data, then what about Facebook? You have Facebook and Twitter, they're selling all of our data consistently,
and I feel like
we can't have a conversation.
In a way,
interrupt you here for a second. We can't finish our conversations without it picking up, and then next thing you know, I want a lawnmower. In 5 minutes, I'm going to look at my phone, and there's a lawnmower for sale in town. I think, what's your opinion?
They're always listening, so it doesn't really matter what the fuck we do. Especially because Facebook, I feel like, is more dangerous than TikTok. You can talk to more people in the sense that, like, I just feel like there's a lot more available. You can scam people so easily on Facebook. You can scam easily on TikTok as well, but, I mean, I think what TikTok has that Facebook, it's not that it doesn't have it, but is all of those videos adapting to your feed, of course.
Right.
So you're just addicted to it. You're glued to it.
So I think, like, banning TikTok won't really help. And, I think, like, they're stealing data and stuff, kind of like what I was going back to, but what is China really gaining from it besides watching little kids do TikTok dances and grown men talking about the Area 51 conspiracy theory?
See, that's what I was wondering too. Because not only that, you have like people, what, dressing half naked on there. You have people who are, I mean, I mean, I'm talking about like the cosplay people.
Oh,
I mean, they're hot. They can be, but like, anywho.
I think cosplay is weird anyway. I don't care what anyone says. Like, wait, no, I'm thinking of furries, but keep going.
That's a type, I think, isn't it? I don't know. Anywho, well, you also have like, it's big for like gaming community and people selling their own stuff. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, a lot of trafficking, I think, too. Or
Human
like
trafficking?
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of, I don't know if they're theories or what, but I mean, it's a way for news to be spread for sure.
News is big on TikTok, or news like that. We had a massive thunderstorm roll through 2 weeks ago, and that shit was real because that shit was on TikTok. Like, I'm like, God damn, I never seen a weather report. God, Jesus.
Wait, true. But I don't know.
It's
good for spreading awareness, so maybe that's why they're interested in it.
I would say probably. I mean, I can understand that, but I mean, China kind of makes no sense. I mean, like, there's really, in my opinion, nothing that they can really do with that data. I mean, unless they're fucking Joe Biden's taking selfies in a classified document area, or Donald Trump's taking photos of where he fucks his wife, it's...
Right, or like extremely bad information is getting out, but I haven't heard anything, and I feel like they would have shared that,
I mean, most of the stuff is, you can just look up online anyway.
Exactly, or on Twitter.
Oh, for real. Like, there's shit everywhere that you can...
Twitter and Reddit could be more dangerous then.
Every app on this fucking planet. If they're watching me, first off, I've at least tried trimming my asshole hair one time with the Snapchat camera. So I want...
Wait, like recorded
I hope they like my wrinkly eye, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
My dirt star.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
That was a wrinkly eye or something like that.
I've never heard that one.
But I think that's kind of like a ridiculous statement that these politicians are trying to make. I know they've gone off after Mark Zuckerberg, and the thing is that they, in my opinion, they don't get anywhere with that on purpose. If you know that Facebook has been caught selling data to overseas people anyway, to go after China specifically makes no sense to me.
Do you think it's because China owns the app?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why.
Then why
we're not profiting off it, like a fucking greedy America like we are. And I think like I said, if they're going to go after TikTok, they most definitely have to start going after Facebook, Snapchat, stuff like that. Because Snapchat has made it very clear. What'd you do?
I swallowed in the mic.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that. You really threw me off my course.
I just think it's funny when I can hear your coffee swallows.
Did you ever get your COVID shot? You did?
Yeah, remember? I got my first two. And then you
got the boosters?
No, I got... Well, no.
You had the double shot.
Yeah, you got the Johnson & Johnson.
By the way, don't do it.
Because that's 2 doses in one.
It don't matter what it is. It's fucking garbage. It's a fucking... It's literally like I got raped by a virus, is what it was like.
He literally couldn't walk. It was awful.
Like, I got it on a Tuesday, I believe. This was right before John's birthday.
It was in the middle of the week, yeah.
And, I remember, like, I felt fine. All the way up to, like, 10 p.m., and I went to go hit the gym. And I started warming up, and I was, like, stretching, and I'm like, I got, like, the biggest headache. And I remember I was, like, laying in my car at Anytime Fitness for like an hour before I got the courage to finally drive home, just barely making it up the stairs. And it's funny that I still see COVID commercials where it's like, being obese can be scary. That's why I encourage you to get your COVID shot. I'm like, first off, just because you're a fat fucking piece of shit doesn't mean I have to worry about what you're doing.
I've never seen those commercials.
No? Oh my God, because we don't watch a lot of TV anymore.
Oh, I forget.
Of people in their 20s and 30s mostly are on their phones now. Because who the fuck has time to watch TV when you consistently have to work to pay your bills?
True. There's a girl who works third shift in my work, and she just watches Netflix the whole shift.
I mean, they are sleeping. Do you have any fucking grandpas up at night?
No, I mean, but you have a whole cleaning list to do.
Oh, we're not here to rant about your work. We're here to.
No, I know. I just got random.
Oh,
Anyways, keep going.
I just fucking hate when fat people say you should get your COVID shot because it helps protect me and you. First off, I want you to fucking die anyway.
Well, there's so many weird reactions to it. I've had it like 3 times, 4 times.
I've had it once. I don't even know.
But the shot knocked you out 10 times worse than COVID ever would
I
have.
should have kept my air on. It's fucking warm in here. I'm gonna move my mic, everybody. I'm gonna like.
It is
Claudia.
kind of warm.
You can keep talking. Just keep talking.
And then, and then I know other people who have immune systems that are shot just like yours, and they hadn't gotten it. Like you hadn't gotten it, and I didn't think that was fair for me to get it 3 or 4 times. That I woke up in the middle of the night to tell you I had COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, who wakes someone up? We hang out for multiple hours in a setting together, same house, everything.
Yeah.
How the fuck you gonna wake me up 6 hours later? I think I have COVID. Do you want to go home? What the fuck? I got work.
Yeah, I
In
think.
3 hours, you're gonna make me go home, even though we just spent the whole day together.
And we were sleeping in the same bed.
Oh god, my stand moved on me. I knocked it. Yeah, sleeping in the same bed, everything, and I'm like, are you? No, I'm not going home.
I was literally bawling my eyes out. Like, like the memes of the kid who goes like, I float up. And like, walks up to their parents' bedside.
Oh my god.
That's what it felt like. And I think my dog was at the end of the bed kind of like, what the fuck, bitch? Get back in bed.
I think, like, what really irritated me was because I was literally telling you, I'm like, I do not want to get woken up again in the middle of the night.
I know, but I know you were like, my ass is not giving COVID because I'm going to die because I almost died during my shot.
I think, like...
Speaking of, you got to finish that story.
What story?
About you dying during your shot.
Oh! Yeah, see, No Filter Podcast. You think I've edited and fixed it a little bit? No.
No, I know you're not going.
Where was that? Oh, and I finally made it upstairs, and I was like knocked on my ass all week. I finally got the courage to go back to work on a
I was going to say,
Friday.
but that night, though, I remember you had texted me, and I was like, do I need to come over? Because I was still living with my parents at the time. And I was like, Mom, I need to leave. Eddie is dying right now. And me thinking, like, oh, maybe he's just being a little dramatic. I walk in, and I see you. He couldn't walk to the bathroom.
White as the wall.
White, weak, and oh my goodness, he just did not look good.
We should have taken me to the ER.
I kept saying that. You were like, I'm not going to the fucking ER because I could tell you spiked the temperature because you were sweating so bad, but you were freezing. And then it was between you being hot and cold. Then I had to help you walk.
Good times. It was either you or someone else, and I know. I'm like, I don't know, because
I'm just thankful that I was here to help you because I have a feeling you wouldn't have. I don't know.
Well, you thought I would have died or something?
No.
Oh.
No, I
have
a feeling you would have just
yes.
like laid in like your own vomit or something. I feel like you wouldn't have moved at all or tried to.
No, because like here's the thing, like it was either that or like my phone was also gonna die because it was not charged. I was literally not been home all day, and then I was like, oh my god, like this is the worst thing I've ever encountered. And I've had the flu shot and I've had a bunch of vaccines. Like a bunch of vaccines in one go make me super sick. I don't know why. I think it's like just an overload of
probably
like shit trying to work its way through the system. But that was something I've never experienced. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's stupid.
Right. And then I remember after you had gotten it, right after, like the day after or something. No, it was somebody else. But like the month after maybe, you had gotten that shot. And they called that shot off because...
I got it a week before they called it off.
Because of it causing blood clots. I'm like, oh no, you're going to die.
It was canceled for blood clots, vision something. It was like lack of vision.
Yeah.
It was blood clots, lack of vision, nerve damage, fever spikes, and I was literally reading this to Hitchcock, who I think is my original dad. I don't know.
We think a lot of people are your original dad.
It's not my fault, okay? Maybe I crave that kid attention or something. A dad. And he goes, man, you actually got that fucking shot too? And I'm like, I know, Hitchcock. I know. He goes, it's only been like 2 weeks. He goes, probably get some compensation for that. But then they brought it back out on the market because they desperately needed shots out because the numbers got so high. Which, first off, there are like more Asians than there is COVID. So that right there, that's a better statistic. It doesn't correlate one bit, but it does.
I don't know. I'm confused with the whole COVID thing. I don't get it.
I just hate that fat people try to tell me. I saw. Okay, this is where it
My
gets.
posture's bad.
It's gonna be. You're sitting in a chair. Who cares? You really look offended by that.
Well, my neck hurts.
Oh, is that for me? I'm just kind of chilling.
And I don't want to move the mic.
You can move it however you need to move it. If there's a slight okay, we'll call it that, I guess. I remember they're trying to say this virus correlates a lot to the black community and stuff, and this is where it kind of gets fucked up.
Why?
I'll explain.
Oh.
And I'm like, I wonder why black people are getting it more, right? So I didn't look into it or anything, but then I have black friends on Snapchat, and I saw multiple of them going to parties, jam-packed in these apartments, bunch of black people, throwing up red Solo cups, having parties, no school, no work, living off the government, having freedom for a change, or that definition of freedom, and they're all jam-packed in these fucking monkeys in a cage in a zoo.
I feel
now, that's a bad thing to resemble it with.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: they can't say, it's spiking in black communities when they're not showing that these kids are going to parties, raves. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Straight up frat parties too. It's not.
These aren't little parties. These were legit, all you could see were heads when they held the phone over. You couldn't see furniture. You couldn't see lamps, tables, shit.
The whole beach situation at Florida on spring break during COVID.
That's different, though.
Is it?
They said that sunlight kills the droplets, the COVID droplets that come from your spit.
I don't believe that.
It was literally proven in a scientific study.
Wait, was it really?
Yes,
I never heard that.
That's why people who got in trouble going to the beach ended up fighting it, because they're like, being out in the sun, getting extra vitamin D is helpful.
Interesting, because I just know a lot of people came back sick from their spring break.
You're gonna come back sick. You're literally drinking beer out of someone's belly button, and you're literally sleeping in the same clothes for 4 weeks. Well, you're gonna say, I came back sick. Are you yeah, because you're dehydrated.
I just didn't know.
Drinking beer out of belly buttons. There's reasons
so gross.
why this shit. Just take your shit, take your vitamins, go to work.
Take your Flintstone gummies.
First off, you shouldn't be taking those anyway.
I
They're
know.
too delicious for
They
their
taste
liking.
too good. Wait, the chalk ones or the gummies?
Both. We started getting the chalk ones because I used to go after them. They were the gummies. Because I'm that motherfucker that will eat a whole box of.
I ate the chalk ones like they were fruit snacks.
Ugh, Jesus! It's gym lifting powder for your mouth. But no, you can't tell me. A bunch of people came back sick.
Well, see, that's why I thought. I don't know. Okay.
That's why you ever been on a fucking airplane? They
I've
literally
never
try to get
been.
the most money out of their airplane.
Ooh.
Travel. So you have 3 people in a row. You're fitting 400 people on an airplane, 500 people. I don't know how much. I haven't been on an airplane in a long time. And then you're all breathing in the same fucking air from different areas. And there's always that one dude who smells like fucking curry that sits 3 rows in front of you and has the AC blasting at that right angle where it's coming in the back. You ain't ever been on an airplane. Don't say yup. You don't know.
It's just like being in a car, isn't
No,
it?
it ain't. You wouldn't the fuck you ever been in a car with someone who smelled like curry?
Okay, no, but I have brothers and they smell like BO, and when they're right by the air conditioning, when that's just in the right
Curry
area.
and BO are different. I used to have a friend named Kush. Looking back now, that's a weed.
What's up with your friends with interesting
Kush Gandhi. He said, he's like that. I don't know what that is. Everybody, I think that's Egyptian. I don't know.
Is
Anyway,
it? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about religions. I just know that I'm white and I'm part Italian.
Egyptian is not a religion, I don't think. It's an ethnicity?
I don't know. See? Maybe on this podcast, like I said before, I don't learn new things. You could either teach it to me or it's saying the way it is.
Right.
I just asked one of my friends who lives in Australia, I'm like, hey, do you guys use the N-word out there?
Is that recent?
I don't know, because, where's my phone at?
Wait.
I'll read the meme to you, and I'll ask, do you guys use the N-word in Australia? Which, my phone's been dry as fuck lately. I'm not getting any text.
Wait, was this the person? Okay, wait. Is this the person?
Nilly.
No, I mean, I know who she is. But I was going to say, did she put the meme up there, or did you see the meme and ask her?
I saw it and I sent it.
Oh, okay.
go to a dentist lately?
Me?
Yeah, when's the last time you went to a dentist?
A year ago. I gotta
Oh.
go this summer.
It's supposed to be like every 6 months. Okay.
No, it's supposed to be every year.
Alright, so the meme goes, if it's every month, every 6 months, I mean, you get to go twice a year.
I thought you had to go once a year.
No.
That's what I've always
The
done.
insurance has changed it, though, so you don't have to pay for 2 of it. Before, the insurances used to cover twice a year, then any extra work you need, then that's out of policy. But now they only cover 1 a year.
Okay.
I found out the hard way when I had to pay out of pocket. Okay, anyway, the meme goes, if you're BF white, you single to me. The fuck Doyle gonna do? Then Doyle comments, we got a problem. And he goes, is it? He goes, we can handle it. N-word. And so that made me think of Millie, and I go, hey, you all use the N-word out there?
Wait, why did it make you think of Millie?
Because I like to think of, like, what word is popular to black people or white people in Australia or Canada.
So, like, in anywhere that's not here,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Like, trying to think of, like, what's a slang? Like, cunt in England. You bloody cunt? Or, you know what I'm talking about?
I do, but I don't know. I don't remember them using cunt.
They use cunt. They use
When
cunt.
they're like, you know how I call Willow a silly willy? How they refer to your penis as a willy?
It's
British.
Totally forgot about that. That's such
Just
a...
so like different slang you're talking about.
Yeah, like a different slang. Like, I really want to say the N-word on here. I'm gonna get a black eye.
Wait, did you just ask her?
No, like hours ago. But
Oh, did she respond?
Different time scale.
I always forget everybody's on a different time scale than we are.
As we inch up on an hour into the podcast, can I tell you my Hitler theory?
Yeah.
So, my reasoning on why Hitler turned out to be the way he was I was talking to Isaiah about this 5 years ago, was because Hitler was dating this blue-eyed, blonde-haired girl, and his mustache let me restart because I have so much to say about it. So, my theory is that he dated this girl who had blonde hair and blue eyes, and then she sooner or later left him for a guy with a bigger dick, right? So he's heartbroken, and the mustache, which is like, what, an inch across, resembles his dick size. So, the reason why he went after all the Jews that had blonde hair and blue eyes, specifically because,
right.
that's the kind of like the look, because she downed him, and then the mustache was a symbol. Like, when you see that mustache, you instantly think of Hitler.
True, that's why
And
people
now,
don't cut their mustaches like that.
Possibly his cock. And my question is, how the fuck did I not find Anne Frank fast enough? Because she was living in an attic? You're gonna sit there and tell me she didn't peek out once over the window?
There was a window in the attic?
It's a fucking attic. There's gotta be some kind of way to look in the window.
Like airway, or like a vent?
There's gotta be.
Doesn't mean you can see. I don't know.
Did they ever cook up there? What if they had a cat?
I don't think,
and
didn't they?
Did they?
I thought they did.
I think they did. Imagine that cat in heat.
Threw the cat out the
That's
little
probably
air
how
vent.
the fucking cat got caught. Or the family got caught was because the cat was in heat and fucking knocked over the bookcase they were hiding behind.
I think parts of the family did get caught.
No, they all did. Difference was that some of the family died off because they were in line first, and then just, America and our big tanks came on in and fucked it all up. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I think
How the fuck did they find Anne Frank?
They should have found her faster. I don't give a fuck. Everyone goes, the best hide-and-seek legend. Now, who would it come down to?
Oop.
Who?
I said oop.
Anne Frank? Bin Laden? How do you say his name?
Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden.
Obama Sin Laden.
Like those two, they got duke it out in a fucking boxing match.
Hide and seek match. Gotta re-find them. Lookalikes.
It's a lot of white bitches nowadays look like Anne Frank. I don't give a fuck. They all built like her too. Malnourished, yes.
Now say jewelry. I'm kidding.
Jewelry. And just like that, that's what I become known for. The kid who can't pronounce fucking jewelry at the age of 21.
Boo Bowie.
Which, I don't know, a lot of people think that's fucked up. Like, oh, you shouldn't be, saying, oh, she should have been found faster. But I'm like, who knows? Like, you probably could have added more to that diary. To me, the diary was pretty boring. day 381 inside this attic.
I don't remember reading that. I remember reading, we would had to read bits and pieces of the
Do you think
diary.
she fucked her brother or her dad? Like, how, what? I have so many questions. Like, do you think incest was a big thing?
Back then?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that blue eyes and blonde hair are hereditarily incestual?
That was a lot. Big words. Come on, replace that with smaller ones.
Blue eyes and blonde hair are a common gene amongst people who have had incest in their ancestry.
Dude, I don't have blue eyes or blonde hair.
No, you're beautiful.
I have green eyes.
I'm brown.
With green eyes with a hint of brown in one.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
You have like a brown fleck in one.
Which I thought was a piece of graphite from the forge.
No, it's beautiful.
I thought I was literally gonna go blind. Which I think I've complained about on the previous podcast, which was I thought I was going blind, but turns out it was just my eyebrows were too thick and my eyelashes are too long. My eyelashes are so long that it's literally starting to catch in like glimpse of my peripheral, which is good. It means my peripheral works, but it's really fucking annoying.
But it's straight up combing down your eyebrows.
What do you mean?
Like latching onto your eyebrows when you look up and then pulling them down.
Possibly.
Speaking of, I was gonna bring eyebrow stuff today.
You know what? I'll probably do it tomorrow.
Okay.
I get off work at like 1:30, depending on how I feel.
I get off at 3.
You work tomorrow.
But I can get off early if I need.
No, no one cares. No one cares. How far are we into this? We're already an hour in. How do you feel right now? I normally ask this question.
I feel good. Why?
A lot of people don't realize how fast an hour goes by when you're talking.
Yeah, I can say that.
Get me in a room with Theo Von, Joe Rogan, bro. Oh my god, like Joe.
Isn't
Rogan,
it Theo Von?
Theo Von, yeah.
Oh, I thought I said Leo.
No, he looks like he could be a Leo.
He does.
Rawr. Like imagine like me, Joe Rogan, Theo, and Bill Burr.
That would be an ultimate podcast. Too powerful.
I would personally, I agree. I think that would be too good for even God's ears.
All men with good distinct voices too. Like you know who's who.
Joe Rogan's a god. I would do anything to meet that man. Theo is like my long lost brother. I feel like, me and him share a lot of similar features. I think.
I think so.
When it comes to like
personality type too.
Yeah, we probably could rock the fuck out of it, and that's the goal for this podcast. Just get so famous to where I can meet those people, and then I can probably die happy.
Yeah.
I think like that's a big thing for me. Who do you even want to meet? Who's your celebrity want to be meet?
Me?
Yeah, because you don't ever really stay consistent on who you like.
You're right, I don't.
Oh, and Sylvester Stallone. I want to meet him. But that's a whole different section.
I really got to think about that. There was a...
Do you want to, like, come back with a list?
I'll have to, because part of me was like, oh, I want to meet the people from Full House. But then, like, I don't want to, because majority of them are pedophiles.
I was going to say, a lot of them...
I
don't think that girl who goes, what are you doing? Just hanging here? You know that girl? What's her name? It's literally in the clip. What are you doing? Just hanging around, and you know, they had that fucking iCarly button remote where it goes, ah! You know what I'm talking about?
No.
No? God, I didn't watch the show and I know more than you. I would say, okay, who's your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush.
Not Marvel related. But if they are Marvel, you have to list a movie that they're outside of Marvel. There he goes.
I might need my phone. Hold on.
No. I can tell you.
I don't know names of people very well.
Fine.
His name's like... He has a funky name. For a while, it was this one guy who looked way too young to be...
You can come back with a list. You don't have to know now. We'll just have you on the next podcast.
Okay. Well, I don't know where my phone is.
Boobs.
Boobies. I don't know.
Okay, you can pick one from Marvel if you need to. Just to kind of...
Can I just start with a Marvel one?
Go ahead.
Tom Hiddleston, the guy who plays Loki, and the guy who plays Doctor Strange.
Are you fucking kidding me? The guy who plays Loki? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but only with his black wig on. Don't ask me why. But Doctor Strange.
I'm literally facepalming right now.
Another one. Wait. There's another one. Oh, there's my
Doctor Strange I can get over.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
He's a good-looking guy.
Loki isn't
He looks
bad.
retarded.
Okay,
I'm going to say retarded. I guess I'm just jealous.
I'll admit that some of his wigs aren't good.
He gives big dick energy.
Does he?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift dated him.
What?
You didn't know that?
And she probably shit-talking in one of the songs, too.
I think so.
Was she all like, oh, the girl?
No.
He's British.
I know.
What pisses me off is that.
I think all of my celebrity crushes are British.
Oh God, get the.
I don't
fuck
know,
outta here.
but they
My
might be.
blanket's red, white, and blue for a reason. We love bitches here in America. I don't think I have any British crushes because I could never get over the fucking poor dental hygiene they got over there.
I never thought about that.
How the fuck you all don't drink coffee, but your guys' teeth are more fucked up than Illinois roads?
I don't know who my celebrity crushes would be. I'm concerned now.
I'll go next.
Okay.
I really like oh, I already forgot her name. Who plays Scarlet Witch?
Oh my god. Literally one of the, people from Full House?
Yeah.
Michelle and Mary Kate, the twins.
Mhm.
Their older sister.
Nice. What really pisses me off,
She is
I'm gonna
very
say Chris
attractive,
Hemsworth too. He's pretty hot.
So we are starting with Marvel characters.
No, he's in a different movie.
He's in a lot of different movies.
He's in a lot, yeah. So I know him outside of Marvel more now. Because I've seen movies with him in it.
Oh, I really like the guy who plays, what's his name?
The Rock. Going back to The Rock, I would say he's one of my celebrity lookups.
Michael B. Jordan, the guy who plays in Creed.
Oh, yeah, dude. Body of a goddess. Which
Literally your body type.
Yeah, but it's weird because he juiced to get his.
True.
And I'm slowly starting to get his body, just difference is I didn't juice.
Right.
See, guys, eating Portillo's 4 times a week does help. I'm kidding. I would have to make some fucking bank to eat at Portillo's 4 times a week.
Cheese fries.
I don't even like eating there once a month.
I know.
We haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, usually on my period we'll go and get some because I crave the cheese fries, but we haven't been in a while.
Dude, every time I go there, I'm like, I'm gonna get something different. I'm gonna get something different.
And you get the same
cheese
fucking thing.
Dogs. Dude, such a nostalgic feeling.
And I always say I'm going to get something different too, but I stick with my cheeseburger and cheese fries. But it used to be a plain cheeseburger, so I stepped up my game.
Speaking of, you know who reached out to me about food? Riley. Did you guys tell him to hit me up or something? Because he was asking me like...
When?
Like today. Texted me, he goes, hey, I need your help. And I was over at Scare with John. I didn't get service. That's why I didn't respond back.
Oh, you were at Scare Park. I was going to ask you what park you went to.
I said Scare. Or did I say Scar?
You didn't say anything.
Oh, I didn't? See, it's not working for me today.
I have to fart. Ooh, that sounded really bad.
No, that's how your shit sounds all the fucking time.
It usually sounds louder, more...
That's how your shit sounds all the fucking time. I'm gonna pull your mic away for you a little bit. Everybody's probably getting their fucking ears ready because you're maxing out my sound system over here, dude. Jesus Christ. Your shit sounds like that all the time. Sounds
No,
wet.
but it...
I hope it heard on the podcast.
No, but it usually sounds like thunderous and loud.
Yeah, like your
Okay, you're telling me I'm maxing out, but yours is all the way in red the whole time you're fucking talking. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Actually, I think...
See? Look it.
I don't think that's me.
That is you. Top one right there.
I was afraid these people's ears trying to see if it's mine.
See, when I laugh, I can see that happening.
No, you were literally like maxing it out every time. Okay, whatever. Moving on. I was wrong. Okay, gentlemen, this is what happens. Guys, this is how you know I suck my balls. Huh? A lot of dudes listen to this podcast. I can tell you that right
Gentlemen.
now. If any females listen to this,
I bet you some do.
I know.
You said Alyssa does.
Sometimes. But what were we talking about?
I don't know, but now you're raping your
desk. I need your help, thinking, oh my god, like he got in a car accident and he texted me first. Why?
Did he send it in all caps?
No.
I could see him accidentally be like, send help.
But then he's asking me like workout routines and stuff and food related stuff, and I said, don't buy that mask gainer shit. It's really
and he
big.
thought to come to you?
It's more like I was just kind of, he's asking for like direction, and I'm like, how much he wants to gain, and I'm like, well, you're asking me, and then on top of that, I know people who can help you. So it's kind of like you're starting out at ground level, but you have support. Unlike me, when I started, I didn't have fucking dick.
Right, you learned.
I was literally just freeballing it the entire time, trying to figure out what to do.
See, but you do it confidently, and that's what makes people not question you.
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm not even lying to you. I'm like 2 years into this. About actually just teensy wincy a little bit over 2 years. And 2 years consistently, I would say, and then a little bit over 2 years of doing it often, and I still freeball it to this day. Like I just hit what's not sore. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good good thing to look at.
Yeah, you've helped me a lot with confidence in staying consistent. That's for sure.
He does want to know what creatine to use. I don't use creatine. I use pre-workout.
Creatine monohydrate. And
you tell him, not me. We're not. Hey, we're not sponsored by them. Fucking.
Creatine isn't a brand. It's a type of supplement.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Looking at my thingy.
But yeah, just send them my way, or I can shoot them a text. There are two different types of creatine. One will make you bloat more than the other, but they both do relatively.
Now you have to say not sponsored.
Not sponsored, even though it's not a brand name.
I don't know how I don't know what creatine is. I don't know anything like that. But as we kind of inch towards the end of the podcast, thank you for being on. Like, it's so hard to get you here.
Woo! All you had to do was ask.
And if this gets more love than Brayden and John, I'm gonna be so fucking confused.
Woo!
I don't think it will, but
you never know.
I probably do. We've actually been doing pretty good on views lately. I've had so far 178 views out of 7 videos, which is really good. It's about 27, I think, a video.
I wish they could have seen your face when you.
I was trying to do math in my head.
That's why I don't do math in my head.
As we inch towards, further away from being out of high school, I'm slowly losing all my shit. Like, I'm forgetting how to spell, so I gotta start doing like those basic math quizzes again.
Oh, very true. I was texting a friend of mine, and I was like, "You need to keep me up on my spelling, because I guess I spelled something really easy wrong," and he gave me shit for it.
Man, I'm dyslexic though, so.
I mean, I am too, but I guess it was a simple word.
But other than that, guys, we're gonna end the podcast off here. Hope you guys liked it and enjoyed. Make sure you like it and share it. Tell your friends to subscribe so I can start getting sponsored. Cause yeah, I gotta. What are you doing? I got bills to pay, and this eats up at least an hour of my time, 2 hours a day. But I do it. But hope you guys like it, share it, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll talk to you later, fuck bags.